Senior Day Saturday. How much you trying to maybe compartmentalize that, but also it's kind of let it soak in a little bit?
Yeah, it's kind of tough to do both. There's obviously a lot of my mental aspect of it's going to preparing for Houston, but at the same time, I mean, I'm just going to enjoy this ride that I've had. That's kind of what I've done this whole time. It has probably hit me more than I thought it would earlier in the week, but yeah, I mean, one more game in Dottie, and I'm just thankful for this ride that I've been on and that these seniors have been on to change this program. So obviously this week's going to be an emotional one for a lot of us. Just when you spend so much time at a place and at a time changing it, and when we got here, it wasn't the way it is now. So just super thankful for that, and yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a tough week.
At the beginning of the year, I remember you telling a story about you and Miles talking about changing
Yeah.
the Pirate program. How well do you think you accomplished that through your 5 years here?
Yeah, I mean, our goal coming in this thing is to get back to bowl eligibility, and then obviously return for our 5th year. We want to get to a conference championship, which we really didn't get done. But I mean, everything happens for a reason. We're still just proud to be here. We're thankful. I said it last interview I had is every time we step on that practice field and every time we step on that game field, I mean, it's a blessing. And these seniors know that. That's what's special about this class is. We appreciate the times that we've come from. I mean, there was times when we were struggling to win one game, and we have an opportunity to win 9 this year, and obviously it starts this week with Houston. But yeah, I mean, I think walking in that locker room, it's totally different than it was when we got here.
How do you think it's going to feel walking into Dowdy last time?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's definitely going to be emotional, especially for me and Miles, and obviously senior day and all that's going to be emotional, but when me and Miles walk out there for the captain's walk one last time, that'll definitely be emotional. And we've just been a great group of guys, that have came in with and that have stuck through hard times. And in the age of the transfer portal, it's really easy to just go to another school that's winning maybe right now, especially when we were younger. But we stuck through it and wanted to see this place win. So
one thing that Miles and Expo said is that it's fun again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, practice is fun again. Just going in that locker room. I mean, just the mood of everyone. It's just you can tell that people appreciate where we've come from, especially these older guys. And like I said, I mean, when we first got here, it was tough to win one game, and now we're in every game and have a chance to win every single game. And obviously in football and in life, everything's not always going to go your way. So, I mean, but just appreciative to be in the situation that we're in for sure.
Speaking of emotion, earlier today, Coach Houston had his press conference talking about you. He got emotional.
Yeah.
So,
what does he mean to you?
Yeah, a lot. He's the one behind all of this, behind all that. And he didn't even really recruit this senior class or this 5th year class. But he's certainly the one that changed it. He's the one that put in the program for us to change it, and we bought into it early. It was hard, that first year or two. It was super hard to even go to practice and to go out there. And I mean, there was times when a lot of us probably shouldn't even been playing, with our bodies hurt and stuff like that. But that's just football, and we gave everything we could for this university, and he certainly has too.
Holton, you've faced your fair share of criticism early in your career, especially as a hometown guy. You probably have too much pressure on your shoulders unfairly. I guess how did you maybe find a way to overcome that, not listen to that, and reach this point? Because I don't know if you ever thought about what it would be like playing at another school, but you stuck it out here and you succeeded.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I knew it sounds crazy, but I knew when I was 17 when I committed here that it was going to be. I mean, you go into a program that's losing, there's going to be criticism, especially when you're playing the quarterback, especially being in the hometown. So I knew going in that I was going to face some hard days, and probably didn't know how hard it was going to be. But once I got older, and I just kept the circle around me that the people that have helped raise me and my friends that have been with me since I was a kid. I just kept them close and trusted in them, and they trusted in me, and just belief that if you keep your head down and work hard, then everything else will work out. And certainly that's what I did, is just kept my head down and didn't listen to the outside noise, whether it was praise or criticism, and just saw the brighter days ahead. We're at those days now, and bowl eligible for 2 years in a row now is a big accomplishment for this program. From when we walked in, it was we hadn't been to a bowl game in a while. So yeah.
For you this year, you've clearly battled through injuries.
Yeah.
What does it mean to overcome all that, and then you will take the field obviously for the final time and kind of fight through what's been a challenging year for you physically.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it has been tough. I mean, it's tough to get a good night's sleep at sometimes with the way your body is. But like I said, that's football, and when I came here, I love this university, and now I have a greater appreciation for that. And if there was a way that I was going to be on the field throughout my career, I was going to be out there. Nothing was really going to take me off the field. And I've had broken bones and torn muscles and everything in between. And I've still been out there on the field, and that's just how much I appreciate this university and how much this place deserves to win. And I know that all the records they'll eventually be broke and all that, but if people can remember me for just giving everything I had to this university and to that locker room and to my teammates, then that's what matters.
When will you be able to reflect on some of those records? Because it's pretty amazing. You've broken most ECU and American records.
Probably when the season's over, I'll look back and see. And I mean, this week I have kind of looked back a little bit more than I usually do, but I do still got to focus on Houston and all that. But it is special, and the time that I've had here has been special. And obviously, I wish we could have won more games than we did and stuff like that. But when you're changing a program, it's a lot more than just winning games. And obviously we got to winning games now and got to bowl eligibility, but just kind of like y'all mentioned earlier, just going into the locker room and the mood of the locker room and football being fun again for these guys has been all part of it too.
Yeah, speaking of your records, Shane Carden, he's returning this week.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard. But I don't think y'all have ever officially met in person, at least from what he's told me.
Yeah, unless I was younger. I'm sure I met him when I was younger, but
Right.
Obviously, not when I was a quarterback here. So yeah, I look forward to meeting him. Hopefully, I get a chance to. And obviously, he's someone who I looked up to as a kid, and he's one of the reasons that when I was growing up, I saw what ECU could be, and that was when he was here. When he was lighting it up, and those guys were putting up 70 on Carolina, and all those points that they were scoring, they were throwing around the house. And I'm sure a time or two when I was growing up, I acted like him, tailgating before the games, being the ECU quarterback here, and to now be in the situation that I'm in, and it's kind of full circle. So for sure.
Just having your experience of maybe watching this team as a kid, and now you're the guy playing for it. Did that kind of shape any of your attitude to being that quarterback and that leader?
Yeah, for sure. Kind of like I mentioned earlier, I mean, it's a blessing to be the quarterback here. It comes with criticism, but it also comes with praise, and there's a lot of love in this area and in this town for the Pirates. And like I said, with the injury thing is, if there was a way for me to be out there, I was going to be out there. And there's been times, like I said, I mean, I can't fully go into detail, but there's been times where I shouldn't have been out there, and I've been out there because I love this university, and I love those guys in that locker room and the coaches that coach me. And a lot of that does come from me as a kid and growing up and seeing, what a privilege it is to walk in that stadium as a player, especially as a starting quarterback here, and realizing that, these times won't last forever. This is my last game in Dowdy, and there's really nothing that could keep me away from that.
Awesome.
Thanks, Holton.
Thanks,